We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area today and bouncing back up in the second half of the day. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 1:10 p.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows had crossed the midpoint to the downside. And just a few minutes after, at 1:30 p.m., our flow bot sent out a SPY bearish flow. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY doing a full transition to the downside on 42 vision, and the last day we hit a dip area was back here at around 389 on March 24th, last Friday. But we're going to talk about what's going on within the charts, the inflow versus outflow, and the bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 8:30 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area last Friday to the rip area on Monday, back down today to the dip area and trying to bounce back up. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY back under a bull indicator after getting a bear indicator on the 30-minute chart at around 395.96. It was ranging around that area the first half of the day until the rejection came. And as you saw, our SPY bot sent out that notification at around 1:10. And then a few minutes after, the flow bot sent out at 1:30 p.m. that bearish flow, right? So we saw that the outflows were below the midpoint and things went down from the rip area yesterday to the dip area, as I like to call it, on 42 vision, right? A full transition from dark green, bright green, all the way down to red and white with red borders. And right now it's trying to bounce back up, back under a bull indicator. And the last piece missing in this transition is for it to go from dark green to bright green bars, something like what happened here. Now, not guaranteed to make the same exact move from 393 up to 398, but something to not ignore as inflows crossed over at that time as well. We have inflows back over here. We got a bull indicator and the transitions are happening here within the volatility. Now, I'm going to share with you guys what key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So the first thing is the 1 hour here. We could see that things are sitting under the midpoint, guys. But bull indicator still, since around 394, 395 if you want to round it up, and that's right around the area it fought to go ahead and find support. A little bit below that, it hit up to 393, but quickly bounced right back up. We're back above that level, and inflows are trying to pick up here. This is crucial, guys. As you see it right there, near the midpoint, it is going to be critical for those inflows to stay green and pick back up and cross the midpoint. As I stated in yesterday's video, it was really close to the midpoint, and it was going to be crucial for it to stay above. And guess what happened? It crossed it, pulled away from it, and that's the weakness that we saw from around 396 to the lows here of 393. But in the second half, we're having inflows trying to reappear, and it's going to be crucial to cross back over it. And the last time it crossed it, well, we saw the reaction, right? It got that strength from around 392, followed by that bull indicator, full transition into bright green bars, and it hit 398 area from way down here at this area, bull indicator, and that full move. Now, so far we're at dark green bars, so if those inflows were to pick up, I'm going to be watching for this bull indicator to hold true, find support around that area, bounce off of it, go higher, get those bright greens, and get these inflows to pick up, and it could start reflecting pretty quickly some of that strength to retest resistance levels into the chart, right? Now, when we zoom into the 15-minute, we could see here that inflows pick back up in the second half of the day, right around this area of the consolidation. It started since down here, but they started to dominate towards the end of the day, followed by that bull indicator, and things went from 394 so far to 396, and that's where the rejection happened all the way up here at the beginning of the day, right? In the pre-market and opening bell, and then things pulled downwards. So it is at a pivotal resistance. It's going to be crucial for these inflows to continue higher, continue green on the 15-minute, to continue reflecting that strength, to test higher resistance levels within the charts. So I'm going to be watching those inflows and that bull indicator very carefully. Now, what are the key levels I'm watching to the upside and to the downside? Well, the first support is 393. If that gets crossed and these outflows begin again and we cross to the downside, below that level comes 392 to 390 area. Those are critical levels of support, and you could see it here how 390 turned out to be support both days, right? Back on Thursday last week on the 23rd, and also on the 24th of Friday. And since then, we have been ranging to try to stay above and start that staircase effect and set up for the next bull run. Ever since this pullback here, it's trying to set up for the next bull run. We'll have to see if that bull indicator can hold true and continue to bring up the inflows as they're back above. Now, if that turns out to be the case, well, we want to see these inflows pick up, pull away from the midpoint, not just on the 30-minute, but also on the 15-minute to the upside. Hold true that bull indicator by remaining this bear indicator canceled and reflecting that strength into the chart. And same thing on the 30-minute, reflecting that strength into the chart and testing higher resistance levels. Well, the first resistance is 398, where that double rejection happened. It rejected back on Thursday. It rejected back on Wednesday and Tuesday near their highs. So those are some key levels to keep in mind of 398. And then above that comes the 400 to 402 area. And if that gets broken through, we need to start reanalyzing those higher levels. So these are the key levels I'm watching to the upside and to the downside. I'm going to watch these bull and bear indicators very carefully in the inflow versus outflow, as it's really close to the midpoint here on the 30-minute. The 1 hour is trying to pick up really close to the midpoint as well. And on the 15-minute, it is above the midpoint and trying to pull away from it. So these are the key levels. I'm going to be watching the inflow versus outflow and the bull and bear indicators. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.